Hi, I'm Dr. Lance Morris, and welcome to my weekly YouTube channel. This is number 30 of a sequential series. Growing up, I had chronic respiratory problems. I was born prematurely and as a consequence had weak lungs. I lived with recurring bronchitis and respiratory infections. In high school in the 60s, there was a group of students at my boarding school that were strict vegans, eating no animal products as differentiated from vegetarians that eat dairy and possibly eggs. This group was also gluten-free, using no grains or grain products of wheat, rye, barley, triticale, or oats. I was an avid milk, cheese, meat, and bread eater. I didn't have any particular predilection or interest in veganism, but I observed that this vegan group of students were very intellectually stimulating and seemed to be the movers and shakers on campus. I realized that I wanted to hang out with this clique, and the best place to spend time with them was at the meal table. I asked if I could join them, and they were very gracious, but made it clear to me that I had to eat what they were eating. This gave me pause for a moment, but then I agreed. It was probably about 3 months into this experiment that I realized how much more mental clarity I had. What was particularly striking was how easy my breathing was. Normally, I was constantly coughing and gagging. I was always congested, sneezing, and wheezing. Now I realized that I was completely asymptomatic. Could this dietary change have anything to do with my improved breathing? I speculated that it did and set out to prove it. First, I reintroduced dairy. Wow, is that yummy stuff. After 3 days, all my symptoms had returned in full force. I was blown away. How could something as wholesome and healthy be causing my breathing problems? With clockwork consistency, every time I ate dairy, I'd get sick. When I stopped, it resolved. I found the same reaction with gluten, but not as severe. Together, dairy and gluten, primarily wheat, would be devastating. Meat products had no deleterious effect. This was the beginning for me of a lifelong interest and pursuit of nutritional, herbal, and other healthy options. It was curious to me that when I shared my discovery of the cause of my respiratory illness to my parents and doctors, that they unanimously declared that I had outgrown the problem and my diet was irrelevant. Despite my repeated experiments proving the facts, they held firmly to their opinions. It was not until I met my wife, Maureen, in college that she helped me realize my obvious career path to pursue was naturopathic medicine. It's a curious human trait, our ability to see in others their natural inclinations that we gloss over in ourselves. Using natural medicine for myself and sharing with others was just something I did, not something I thought of to make a career of. Initially, as I warmed to the idea, I started looking at regular medical schools. I was disappointed there was no academic path for any natural diagnostic or therapeutic training at that time. Dr. Andrew Weil at the University of Arizona later started the first postgraduate fellowships in what he coined integrative medicine, joining the best of allopathic, modern MD training, and alternative natural medicine together. He started this program in 1994. I further looked at osteopathic schools and found they were clones of regular medical schools with some structural adjustment training, but still no real natural medicine training. I then started looking at certificate training programs like massage, iridology, and herbology. These were interesting, but usually didn't even need a high school diploma to enter. and were generally short programs, 1 to 6 months. Acupuncture and chiropractic schools were also interesting, but again, not offering academic programs for comprehensive natural medicine. It was only naturopathic medicine that seemed to fit the bill. Modern naturopathic schools require a 4-year undergraduate degree with all the same prerequisites as MD schools. The core curriculum is a 4-year graduate medical program leading to an ND degree. Then, national board certification in all licensed jurisdictions. Currently, as of 2023, there are 24 states plus Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands and most Canadian provinces that license naturopathic medicine. The suppression of naturopathic medicine in the United States is a long story of the rise of the pharmaceutical industry in collusion with regular medical schools and the federal government. It really started with the Flexner Report, published in 1910. This report led to the closure of any medical training or treatment centers not affiliated with and in alignment with the new medical paradigm of disease and its linkage to the newly developing pharmaceutical industry, promising drugs to potentially solve all our health challenges. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to having you join me next week. Bye for now.